My whole life, trapped in this cage. The only TV channel they've ever shown is the Disney Channel. And for the past 2 years, it's been nothing but She-Hulk. But I know one day someone will come. This world must have heroes. And one day I'll get out of this cage and finally see the sun. Well, according to the records, this is where the supposed Superman of this timeline is being held. I don't know, man. I don't think we should open it. Have you ever opened a Mile High mystery box? Hey, it was your idea to track down the Superman of this timeline because we need him to help defeat Zoom. Why don't you just think back to the Superman you know before you make this decision? Yeah, I think this is going to be a hard pass. Why don't we just go look up this timeline's booster gold or something?
Somebody save me. Let your warm hands break right through.
What is up? How's the Legion of Comic Collectors doing today? Well, today I have another haul. I've definitely been back into comic books and looking around. I did go back to Tatertot Comics today, but I do have a significant mail call haul, a lot of eBay purchases. So let's just jump right in. First up, a pretty new book, but we have the Zatanna Bring Down the House issue 2, and this is a Jenny Friesen variant. Big fan of her work, especially on girl DC characters, and you know, nothing big, nothing expensive, just a cool pickup. Now the next thing is a whole set, and I needed 4 of these 6 comics to finish the set. And this is off my goals list. We have 4-star spectacular. So I needed 4 of these issues. I had 2 of them. And they all seem to be going about $10 with shipping. And a guy had this whole set for $30 combined with shipping. And I made him an offer and got it all together for $25. So $15 cheaper than it would have been to just purchase them one by one. Super happy with it. Like I said, it was on my goals list. All of these sort of titles with multiple characters, like DC Special, 100-page Super Spectacular, stuff like that, I'm really trying to finish up. I just really like them. And have been, weirdly enough, getting stuff off my list. Kind of going after smaller things. This has actually been on my list since it came out. I've been interested, and that would be a DC horror title. This being Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead. I've been looking at it for a while, nothing too crazy. I think I got this for the same price as the last set, and I think the next 2 things I got, they actually made me offers. I just watched them because it was the cheapest full set, and this was a set I kind of wanted of these neat B covers. So got that set. It's weird looking around at eBay after not having looked at comics for almost a year. Kind of seems like the Wild West. It seems like a lot of these books are really, really overpriced. But even clicking in and watching ending soonest, it doesn't seem like a lot of the stuff's selling, so I don't know why it's all being listed so high. Maybe, I don't know if the comic market is just down right now or what. And then, but it's been kind of hard to find things, but I've been watching reasonably priced things and have either been making deals myself or taking the offers that they send through to me. This was another one. I watched it because something I like to do, even with older books, when you see ads for stuff, especially like one-shots or minis, which I'm just a sucker for, I go and look and I watch them. And that happened with this set. This set actually comes with an action I didn't have. Weirdly enough, I got the issue right after this last haul from Tatertots. So this comes with it. But it's a set. I believe this series is still ongoing. Batman Offworld. You know I'm a sucker for minis. And this story concept seemed a little weird to me at first, like Batman going off-world. I was attracted to it, of course, because I love minis, but with art by Doug Mahnke. Was a huge fan of him on JLA. This is a B cover of issue 1 and the A. I think I got this for like 15 with shipping, something like that. I've read the first 2 issues. It's pretty good, sort of set in Batman yearish 1, where he's being real successful in Gotham cleaning up the underworld until he runs into a mobster that has a like alien bodyguard, and that's when he realizes he needs to know how to fight not just humans but aliens, and sets off into space basically to train to do just that. Not quite, I would say, wouldn't say it's 100% in Batman's character to care that much about aliens, but it's done well. At least the first 2 issues, I like it. So we'll see how the whole series goes. And another thing, one last eBay pickup before we jump into the Tater Tot haul. The newest thing to come in. I'm a sucker for minis and one-shots, and I am a sucker for the magazine-sized black label. I saw an ad for this, didn't know this existed. It's Batman City of Madness. 3 issues. So I'm interested in that. Always happy to pick up black label and mini-series. And I forget what I paid on this. I want to say it was around 15-ish altogether, too. Nothing too crazy, but a good deal. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So some good eBay pickups. And then we go to Tater Tots. I actually really wanted to go to STL Comics. Whatever day you're watching this. Plan to go on Wednesday. This is Thursday I'm recording this. And man, traffic was just crazy after work, because it's much easier to stop after work as opposed to just going from my house. And I just didn't want to go, even kind of wanted to go today. Today's a day off for me. Ended up napping with my daughters unexpectedly. So not enough time to go do that. And I figured, why not just go back to Tater Tots? It's literally on the way home from my wife's work. Super easy. Kind of didn't want to go because I'd been 3 times in the last month. But I thought, hey, let's see kind of how quick these guys restock. And boy, do they restock. First up, a big boy. I do love the treasuries. This is a House of Mystery treasury size edition. I pick up treasuries when I see them cheap enough, and anything kind of ghost related just seems to be super expensive from back then. I pick up any kind of DC horror I could find cheap. But a great price on this. They were actually running, because today's the first day of August, so the deals changed. None of the deals affected me except anything $10 or more is 20% off. So super good deal on this. It was a good priced and even better priced after the discount. Probably the pickup I'm most excited for. You see this was on the wall. They have like a wall section. I would say most of the stuff on there is between like 10 and 60. Not super, super wall books. Those are sort of in cases. But the wall next to the cases where the expensive stuff is. Only $10 for this. $8 after the discount. And this is definitely on my goal list. DC Special Issue 3. Actually, I had a 100-page Super Spectacular there too, but unfortunately I already had it. And it seems like out of all the DC Specials I look at online, this is the priciest one. Like, it seems like the cheap ones I see that aren't just completely beat up and are still kind of beat up, like $25, $30 for this. And this is, you know, in no way perfect condition, but it's good enough for me. Like, it's solid condition. And for $8, heck yeah. He also had a ton of Batman reasonably priced. Old Batman, and I'm not too huge into old Batman, but this is a cover I recognize and like, and it's in fantastic shape. We have Batman 211. Same thing, $10, 20% off. And there was a lot of them. I kind of regret passing up on a giant-sized Batman. I think it was 20. And even though this other book was completely beat to crap, terrible shape, that being said, it presented decently well. They had a first appearance of the Creeper for 20. But that's all the wall books I got. And then I got one $5 book. They had restocked that with a lot of Batman too. And this is Batman Adventures Continue Season 3, Issue 2. I think I just have Issue 3 from this that I got one of the times I was at Tatertots. But anything animated series, I will collect. Don't have those on the goal list yet, but they will be going onto the goal list. Now the next stack, this is all $2 books, except there's one $1 one mixed in here. Really took my time and looked through the $2 books. Not that I wasn't looking before, but just really slowly, methodically went through and found a lot of cool stuff. Actually, here's the dollar book. We'll start off with that. Nightwing 98. I don't think they'd restock the dollar section. I don't think this is a store that focuses too much on that. I think even a lot of the stuff in the $2 bins probably should be $1, but it's not badly priced. And I found some cool stuff. Completed some runs in the $2 section. Now this says Superman issue 7. I don't know, I guess Superman rebooted recently. But it's one of those, what do you call it, like, negative space covers, I guess. Either way, it looked cool. I found a decent run of some Batman books, newer stuff, but they're all Lee Bermejo variants, which are pretty cool. So we got some detective here. Little prison riot with the Joker. Just cool stuff. I mean, I don't have these issues. I prefer to pick up Batman. What are these? $6 new, so paying $2. Not bad. Batgirl cover. A close-up of the cowl. I forget this guy's name off the top of my head. But, he did a bunch of Batman back in the day. A regular Detective Comics cover. We have a Black Manta on Detective Comics. I think I do kind of want to get serious about New 52 Batman. It was something I collected in shades. But I have a pretty decent amount of both Batman titles in floppies. I probably only need like a dozen of Batman and Detective. Found an issue 8 of Batman. A Batman 123. Did find one more Nightwing. 16 from New 52. I found 3 issues of Trials of Shazam. I would like to finish this mini. I think I got about half the issues I didn't have on this. 7, 8, and 4. Was really looking through the Suicide Squad. I don't think I had any luck with Volume 1 that I'd really like to complete. But I also don't know if this is the newest volume. It was the newest volume when I was collecting. And I finished it. I think I just needed 12 through 15. I'd pick most of these up in dollar bins. So that finishes that volume of Suicide Squad. Now something I'm super excited about, and I know he restocked his $2 bins, because these are directly in front of where I picked up an issue of this last time. If you watched my last haul video, I picked up like issue 19 or something. That was the last issue of New Superman before it changes to New Superman and the Justice League of China. And in checking my CLZ, putting that in, I just needed the final 3 issues, which happened to be sitting right in front of where the New Superman was before. So New Superman's finished. Series like this that aren't necessarily popular, they could be kind of tough to finish. Even stuff like Talon from New 52, stuff like Frankenstein that he had during New 52. So series like this are tough to find, and especially the last few issues. Like, I'm not the kind of guy that talks super about value, but to me, like, the hardness to find it, especially digging through a $1 bin, a $2 bin, as opposed to just getting it online at $8 a piece or whatever you're going to pay with shipping. These books are tough to find. And to me, the value of being able to finish this cheaply, getting these harder to find books like this, that's just what digging through the bins is about, in my opinion. That's just fantastic. And if I did attribute value to things, I would probably attribute the last couple issues here, 23 and 24 of this run. I guarantee the print run is super low, and it's going to be more valuable than this guy's first appearance. At least it should be, in my opinion. Just tough books to find. I found some Wonder Woman. I think the small period of time I picked up Wonder Woman new, these are the issues that came out right after I quit buying it, because I have a whole bunch of them leading up to these numbers. And then a little bit later of one. Same series, but I think around like the 80s, it jumps back to the OG numbering. And then I didn't have an issue 17, and it's Jenny Friesen. Just got that Jenny Friesen Zatanna that we showed earlier. So super happy to get another Jenny Friesen. I will take any cover she's done of a DC girl all day, every day. Some more, I don't know if that's Lee Bermejo, but this is. I weirdly, at least according to my CLZ, I didn't have a Detective 1050. It seems like one of those anniversary things that when I was trying to see if I needed, there's like 5 million covers. And then last issue finishing it off, 1049. So a solid haul, finished 2 series, got some more stuff off my goal list, including that Find of the Day, the DC special, so I'm super happy about that. Would love to finish these like 70s runs, I don't know, you would call them like co-star issues, where it's different every issue. You got multiple stories, each issue of different characters. I really like them. So I'm super happy. A lot of good mail calls. As always, guys, you know I appreciate you watching. Would love to hear from you in the comments. How did I do today on this haul? And with that, I'll talk to y'all later.